Yeah, yep. Y'all know what it is. Eagles wear boxing, baby. That's right. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Where y'all at? Huh? Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get with it. Let's get with it. Let's see what's up, man. I'm going to wait until I see mods or something up in here. And then I'll get started. I'm kind of, I'm feeling the kind of way right now. And I don't like to be tripping like this, but we're going to see what it does. We'll see what it is. hmm If I don't say nothing, it's because of you guys. I don't want nobody coming in after the show. Not coming in after the show, but commenting after the show when you had an opportunity to be right here and to talk about it. You had your opportunity. What was you doing? What was you doing that was so important? You couldn't get in here. You got to get in here so we can find out what's going on, right? If you're not here, there's no way we can figure this out. hmm I need your help too. hmm You need my help? Well, guess what? Vice versa. I need your help too. I need your help to figure this out. This boxing and world thing. I'm not even gonna talk about boxing first because I got something in my head that was on the news broadcast, and I gotta let that out first because I'm still freaked out about that. And maybe it'll be a discussion, or maybe somebody heard the same type of stuff I heard, and it's just weird. It's weird, weird, weird. And as you know, I don't like all this weird crap. I like to be able to make sense out of stuff. I mean, I know where I live, but I like to be able to make sense out of more stuff than I can't make sense out of it. You know what I mean? I like for more stuff to make sense than don't make sense. But a lot of times in this world, it's like things that don't make sense. It seems like we're running into more of that than anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys already know me. I'm sitting here in the background, Bruce. Peace to the brother Bruce out there. Bruce goes boxing jazz plus more. He says peace, brother. He equals wear boxing. Hey, you left, man, the other day, man. I don't know if you actually stayed tuned or whatever. We had a great discussion, man. I know you probably had some stuff to do. Yeah, we had a great discussion. Oh, Lala D comes in. Her and um, the new guy. I forget his. God dang it, I forget his name. Let me go find his name right now. because I don't like to mess up like that. But let me find out. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Okay, lead by example. Yeah, that's what we're here. So Lala D and lead by example come through. I had to leave a message to let people know that, hey, you guys are coming through, but hey, just come through and check it out. Uh, we didn't have a huge boxing discussion that day because we were on something else. In which that's how I'm starting off today. I'm starting off on something else. I'm just waiting because I'm like, I get freaked out, Bruce. I get freaked out about certain stuff happening. I'm like, you know, we get told so many things, and then we find out that's not even the case. It's like that's not even the case. So why are we being told certain stuff? So I'm gonna bring that up in a second. Just in a little bit, I'll bring that up. What exactly specifically what I'm talking about, you know, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we're gonna check it out and see how this works out. See how I want to know how everybody feels um, about this. You know, I always like to see because our demographic is it's even with a small form, it's a diverse one because everybody's in different corners of the United States, and then of course we got a couple of people overseas, so that brings to light a lot of times. I don't know, a lot of people that's on these type of things, these type of forums, is what happens is they forget. You forget you got other people. You got people from other countries. So sometimes you got to get an opinion from somebody on the outside. A lot of times, shit, you don't really know what's going on over there in different countries. You don't know. Now you think you know, but you don't know. So always got. I mean, it's always good to just check with somebody else just to see what's going on. Shit. You talking about having an inside track. Everybody worried about having a plug. Shit, that's like a plug for me. That's a plug for me of information that I might not have had I not known them and had I not got the information from them. Every once in a while I got to bring up this black and brown and red and white and yellow shit. I got to bring that up, and it's not something I'm absolutely comfortable with. I'm only comfortable with it when I'm all pissed off at something. Everybody gets that way, and it's not even because of individual. It's not even because like somebody individually done something. Because if something happens to me individually, I just usually talk about the person or the situation, and that doesn't even really. It's not really that heavy because it's like if it's one on one, I probably won the discussion anyway. If we had a discussion, or if there was some kind of argument, I probably won anyway. So that's what that do. I probably won anyway. So I look at it like that. Shit, I don't lose. Shit, I'm not gonna lose if it's if it's 101. I don't lose because it's like I'm gonna have my side, you're gonna have your side. If your side is totally disgusting, totally disgusting, then there's gonna be some slashing up in there. There's gonna be some slashing from me. You're not gonna just live that one down for free. There's no free shots. But if it's back and forth, it might be mine, and it might be or it might be yours. And we're gonna come to a compromise, or we're gonna just come to an agreement, that's the best way to have an argument. The best way to have an argument is when you have the argument and your side your thought process was one of in a way that you thought, like, I thought this was the way it was, but you wasn't 100% sure, but you wasn't like sticking behind it. You wasn't sticking behind your guns and nothing like that. You You wasn't obsessed with it, like you wasn't crazy with it. Like, yeah, that's the way it is, just the way it is, homie. You wasn't on that type of standard, you know. And then you get enlightened, man. I love that, cause I'll be like, man, shit, I was thinking this way the whole time. You know, you thinking one way the whole time, and you realize, hey, that's not the way it was. That you should be happy. You should be happy to get educated outside of like a regular school room, school curriculum, or however, you know, any kind of institution of higher learning. You know, actually, that's where you're supposed to get most of your learning is not supposed to come from school in the first place. To be honest, yeah, it is not supposed to. Not NOT. But they make that like the main. Isn't it? That's kind of sad that you have to learn the most in an institution, rather than learning from home or learning from. And it's not always home, because a lot of people are not prepared at home to teach you, but at least learning from the elders, you know. Shit, you should learn everything. They should make it to where you stay at home, you learn as much as you can from the elders, and plus maybe give you some take-home stuff, you know, as a child. Think about it. Most of the shit you learn all the way up until 8th grade is nothing, right? It's not that much, or maybe 6. Maybe you shouldn't go to school until you get to like the 6th or 7th grade. Everything else you just learn and get prepared at home. And all they do is they send you a few assignments home. And then if your parents or grandparents or whoever don't want you to learn just that, then they supplement you. It makes a lot more sense to me. It just, for me, I don't know, somebody can educate me, but it just makes more sense to me. Because just sitting and thinking, you could realize that history is erased or can be erased in 25 years. A whole history. And people don't understand that. You're not going to understand when I say that. But a whole history can be totally wiped out in just 25 years. Why do I pick 25 years in specific? It could be shorter than that. It might be a little bit longer than that. But I'm using the number 25 because if you have a child at 25 years old and now you're 50, that child is 25. Right? So that 25-year-old child, if they didn't get none of your history, none of the legacy. So say, for instance, you had legacy all the way back, let's say, for instance, thousands of years. I don't want to make it too far because people, they won't be able to fathom that. That'll make them go crazy. But if you had history going back to 3,000 years, and then so you're born now, you're the one that's after 25 years old. Now you're 25, and you got absolutely none of that information. You know what I mean? You got zero information. And you go on with life and you're not even curious. You don't even care about it. Then all of a sudden now you're curious about it. It's 25 years later. You know? And your parents are now 75. Now, do you get that information? Did they forget a lot of it that they could have shared earlier? Or, see? You could maybe pick up, but my point being 25, you could lose it. So now that it's lost, how do you gain it back? You never wanted it. But now all of a sudden, now you got curious. And that's a lot of times, that's what happens. That's how history is lost. History is lost because the 25-year-old and before 25, all the way up to 25-year-old, has just ignored and rejected those things that could have been passed on to them. Fortunately, I didn't ignore what the elders were saying. I did not ignore that. So, where do you go from there? That main point is that history, it doesn't take as long. People thought it took like hundreds of years to get rid of history. It doesn't take hundreds of years. It only takes 25 years or less to get rid of history. But then again, it only takes a couple of years to retain that history. You see what I mean? It only takes a couple of years to retain it. a little bit of time it takes to retain that history. So my question is, how many people and how many families just retain history or just gave up history? Because even in the books where we look at it, when you talk about master and you talk about slave, and a lot of people don't know that the reasons that even in slavery, the reason they didn't use the other T, it was brilliant, because that's not what they were saying, massa, but that's not what they were calling them. They were calling them another word, which means, the one that brings suffering. They wasn't calling them master because they was greater. They was calling them master because they was bringing suffering. Ah, man. Just like they have the ancient, they have a form of Hebrew called tut. There are a lot of that they were using. So that's why I'm just wondering, how does history, and I'm just talking about in America, but I'm just wondering how did we lose so much history all the time? How was history just lost, or just covered up, or whatever? It's just not taught, is what it is. History's never been lost. It's just not taught. Yeah, of course you can destroy books and all that, but the thing is, you didn't destroy the minds of the people that passed it on, because you got some people that passed it on and then they wrote it down too. So now so it doesn't matter about your books, because your books was probably lying either anyway. And then you try to rewrite stuff and said no, and you got people that were eyewitnesses to the accounts. Now what? Now your books don't mean nothing. And just like they said they never called it freedom. They called what you're on today, and this does not apply for one race. It does not apply for one nationality. It applies for everybody, that you are on a break right now. A lot of these said something. Look, she got the frowny face. She said, I'm at work. I can't even hear anything. She crying. I'm sorry about that. Well, you can't hear me because it looks like my voice is going through. What's going on? You can't hear me, or you have to have the volume down low. Let me see. Let me write you and find out. Yeah. I don't know. I'm on this other app. Some girl wants to talk to me about something. I'm like, oh, here we go. I don't know what she up to, y'all. I'll never know what these girls is up to. She's cute too, so I'm always in trouble when they're cute. It's like, it's harder when they're cute. It's hard, and I'm not throwing that out there to make anybody feel a certain way. Yeah, but it's just harder when they're cute. And when I say cute, I don't necessarily mean, oh, they so attractive, because all you girls are attracted to somebody. So don't trip. Oh, she's beautiful. Stop calling each other. If a girl don't call you beautiful, don't call her beautiful. Just don't. Because that gives you an excuse to get jealous and mean. Oh, well, because that bitch is beautiful and all this. Yeah, see, but don't get like that. I'm waiting for my people in here. I'm going to leave early. I got somewhere I can be. I got somebody that's interested in seeing Eagle right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got somebody that wants to see me. So if you guys don't want to see me, and I'm not talking about you, Lala. I know that you busy. I know you got your stuff, so I'm not talking about you. I'm gonna ask you where D to the Bailey and them's at. Where in the hell is Derek Bailey at? I'm not used to Derek Bailey not being up in here once he starts coming back. He ignored me for a while. He abandoned Eagle. Yeah. But we want to go on this trip too, Lala. We need you to go with us. Yeah, we need you to go with us, dear. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. We need you to go with us. Oh, okay. So we're not even. Some places are suffering. We're not even. We're not even hot. I just want to use. I don't know what's wrong with me because I just want to use. Um, I want to use AC for no reason. I just want to use AC because I can. It's like you don't need no damn AC. All right. She said, okay. She got to work and all that. But hello. Okay, hello, hello, hello. Eagle's going to be quiet until I hear from one of y'all. Yay, 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 yay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. I'm clicking. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking at something right now. I'm looking at something. I'll wait for y'all. Waiting on y'all, waiting on me, waiting on y'all, waiting on me. Oh, man. Oya, no more qua. Johnny, oya. Mano, osa, se icho qua. Okay, yeah, let's see. Let's go. Let's see, y'all. What is this? This is July. Okay, so July. I'm popular in July, man. I don't know. I'm always popular in July. I don't know what it is. Every month needs to be July for me because that's when I'm most popular. I don't even know why I become popular in July. It's like here we go. The popularity's coming up. Yeah, because it's July. Let it be another month. I get that the sad music. Wah, 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 wah. Like, nope. We ain't gonna talk to you today. Like, I'm good with it. Don't talk to me today. Do I mean it? Nope. Oh man, not again. What happened? Here we go. It's always something. Got another little news bulletin and stuff. But anyway, I don't know. Y'all, sir, you in here yet? Man, y'all keep your thoughts together for y'all, sir, too, man, because it might be. I don't even know if y'all, sir, and we never talked to y'all, sir. I don't even know if y'all, sir, got. But y'all, sir, is from the Middle East. He living in England, but he'll be okay. But goddamn, it's supposed to be so hot over there. It's supposed to be like 37, something like that. I don't even know how. 37 is pretty hot, right? That's 90s, hundreds, right? That's like what 102, something like that. Okay, so I think you take you multiply by 2. Multiply by 2 and then 2 something else. Let me figure it out real quick. I used to know all that crap, but now I don't. Let me figure it out. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so let me see what it is. So if it's Okay, so let's say 100. This came up with a calculator. I don't know. Has a calculator? No, I think it must be more than that. Yeah, I guess it is right. It's about right. I don't know how I figured that one out, but hey, it's about right. 37, 37, 38. Yeah, 37, 38, something like that. So I was right about it. But maybe it's a little bit warmer than that. Yeah, maybe 39, 40. Let's see just how bad that is. 40 is pretty bad. Yeah, 40 degrees is pretty hot. So hopefully y'all sir is not suffering from 40 degrees over there. But we'll get back to it. When I say back to it, I mean we'll get back to chatting here in a second. Once y'all get yourself together. Okay. Man, I'm always gonna come up. There's always gonna be more stuff to talk about, though. But my brother's up in here, so we're gonna see how that work out. Hey, put up a one if you can hear me, Sir Flame. Salute to Sir Flame out there. Sir Flame, come in. You know what it is, man. He said salute to Eagles Web. He said salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said jab that like button, y'all, or y'all neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing. Got that fire up good with the 100. And, of course, he got that fist up there good. And, of course, those things, brother. Y'all better try to recognize and understand what those things is about. Hey, Sir Flame said salute to the queen at Lala D. Yeah, Lala D's off. A lot of these all frowny face right now. Oh man, working this and that. You know how she get. We came in Monday. She blew up my page on Monday. She left me a note. What y'all talking about? She said what I missed. I said you missed everything. I put the ER on there. I put the ER so she knows she missed not just everything. She missed everything. That's too much stuff to miss. Said yeah, you missed the whole thing. I was listening to this broadcast, Sir Flame. From overseas, over in the UK somewhere. And the guy was saying that he said July 22nd. He said this is July 22nd. He was talking about the heat wave over here. So July 22nd. He said 2050. He said it nice and clear too. 2050. I'm like, so how could the UK, and I know I don't do no drugs, so how could the UK, Sir Flame laughing. So how could the UK be in the year 2050 if we're in the year 2022? That shit doesn't make no sense. He said it without hesitation, like no mistake. And you don't mistake years like that. Nobody is off by how many years is that? 20. That's 28 years. Nobody's ever off by, not on no newscast, by no 28 years. It's like, what the hell are they doing? What kind of shit are they pulling on us? Are they about to flop us out soon? Are they about to do something over here and put some kind of mind control on people over here to make us think it's 2050? Man, these people here is something else, brother. I do not trust them. I never do, man. I always tell people I don't trust them. So I don't trust nothing. I don't believe nothing. That's why I know, it's very hard to just go on through life and just not believe anything people say. That's hard, man, to just like, I can't believe nothing. But that's what you have to be. You can't believe nothing. It's like, how do you even have a regular conversation? You feel me? I don't even know how to have a regular conversation with nobody, because it's like, how can I have a regular conversation with you when I don't believe a damn word you say? It's like you're talking out the side of your neck, and that's rude, man. I can't communicate with you if I'm looking at you like, man, what kind of twisted shit you talking? I can't have a conversation with you like, and I'm looking at you like that. I can't. I just cannot do it. I can't. I cannot. You know, because that just make me just not want to say nothing to anybody. I'm like, shit, it's just waste. It's a wasted conversation. Because if I talk to them, whatever they saying is not making any sense. It's false. It's falsehoods. Yeah, but my point, what I was trying to cover earlier, because that's why I put what the F on my my page, for my topic. Yeah, my topic is what the F in boxing, but it's what the F too though. Because I'm figuring this thing out, Sir Flame. It's this whole thing when it comes to ain't no telling what people got going on, but the whole thing with them changing the year, what he's saying is July, because here it's only July. Well, see, the thing is, it might be July what? It might be. I think maybe they are a day. They're a day difference. It depends on what time it is. They could be a day difference than we are, but 2 days and 28 years, 28 years and 2 days. I don't know, man. So keep your eyes open for any bullshit. Yeah. All those conspiracy theories have me rolling. Some are believable though. You got that right, and that's the whole thing about it. Is like no, so that might be the truth now. Now you gotta go like this. You gotta give them this. You gotta give them this hands. Y'all know the hands. This. You can do one or the other. You can do both, or you can do one. I'm teaching y'all etiquette. I'm teaching y'all, and see, the whole point about this. This is not. It's not. It's ethnic. We can say ethnic. It's not racial, and it's not like from a nation because we share it. Because our commonality there is when something's bullshit and you're the bullshitter, you're looking at it one way. But if you're the bullshitty, if you're the person that has to listen to the bullshit, then there's certain shit we do. We all react, because of our ethnicity. I think I'm saying this shit right. They got the shit so separated, not because of our nationality, but because we got the same, we in the same ethnic group when it comes to certain social behaviors. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. There you go. See, Sir Flame got it. He know what I'm talking about. That's what it means. If you go like that, certain people go like, see, this is like, it's accepted ethnically with me and Sir Flame and some other people, it's accepted one way. If I go like this, he see me in the distance going like this, then he knows what that means. But somebody else might think I'm just frustrated. That's a part of it too. I could be frustrated, but that's not what I'm trying to say. Because probably my mouth is saying just what Sir Flame just said. At the same time, my mouth is going like that. Like, as I'm doing this, my mouth is going this. Now, so back to what's messing me up. What's messing me up and what I just like, maybe I thought of these things, which I probably did because it's stuck in my brain. Maybe I never had the chance to let it out, publicly in the forum. Maybe I just talked to one or two people at a time and they looked at it like it was conspiracy or whatever. Like, no. I said, listen. So this is the point. All these years where people act like their history was erased, right? So when you look at your history as being erased, they always feed you this over and over again. They always feed you hundreds of years, thousands of years of brainwashing and brain. You can't wash the brain. If you wash the brain, you're cleaning it so that it doesn't fill up with the fog of bullshit. But hear me out. It only takes 25 years or less to erase your history. Here's the point. A 25-year-old, and I covered this earlier, when I don't know if nobody was really here at the time, but 25-year-old has a child. Never shares any history with them. It's not important. All they want to do is get them in school, get them in college, and get them out. But they had all the knowledge, and let's say, for instance, that their family tree goes back 3,000 years. And that adult, who is now 50, knew all that information, but they never shared it. 25 years, think about it. How much history disappeared in 25 years? 3,000 years worth of history disappeared in just 25 years. So if you don't go back that far, how long does it take to get rid of your whole history? It doesn't take any time. If your mouth is closed, it takes no time to get rid of your history. So, ladies and gentlemen, if that's not the case is not of time whatsoever. When I say it's not of time, it's not of length of time. What it is of the person that should pass the information not passing the information. And so that way you can get rid of a history and you can kill a history just in 25 years or less. It actually happened in my family. A lot of people in my family don't remember nothing. They don't write nothing down. They don't remember a damn thing. They didn't listen to no stories and nothing. Because a lot of people were like, well, what are we? Are we this or are we that? I just shake my head like, y'all know who he is. Y'all heard what the elders told you he was when you was little. But you couldn't be that. You got brown skin. Perfect example. I started befriending this elder. She has real long hair and stuff. Her skin is darker than mine, right? And people bother her, and she did like a little video. She said she don't care what anybody thinks. She said you don't have this. She's too old to worry about you. She said, I'm not worried about you. She said people ask her and talk about her, if you're being black or she said no. Her father is one, just like on my side. My father's one group of natives and my mom's another group of natives. That's all I know. That's all I can specifically say. So that's what I go by. And she said she does the same thing. She said, I never grew up in this other ethnic group. But it doesn't mean that they don't force you to grow up in a certain group. And that's one of the worst. And I'm going to tell you something. I love all my brown skinned people from all over the world. But for the ones that call themselves black, that's some of the worst. It bothers me so much that people call themselves black, or they call themselves African American or something else, but they have absolutely zero tribe. They rather take a label that was given to them than to take their own tribe. I would rather them just say they brown from the ground. That's what I always say when somebody asks me. I say I'm brown from the ground from day one. All this other stuff that you want to add to me, if you want to call me native or whatever else, of course, yeah, that's one of my latest names because we're in 2022. My latest, and when I grew up, yeah. But as me being an adult, I know I'm brown from the ground. I saw it happening. So I know where I'm at. I'm brown from the ground from day one. So I'm brown from the ground if you want to call me a color. I'll hang with you. I don't care if you're African American, black, brown, whatever. I'll still hang out with you. I ain't gonna have no issues with it. If we on the same page, we on the same wavelength, then I'm messing with this. I'm gonna be like, I F with him, I F with her, yeah, they F with me. That's just the way we talk about it. But the rest of y'all, read the last thing that Sir Flame said right there. That's the rest of y'all fit right there. That's y'all. Except for we would, instead of having the IS, for the rest of y'all, we would have the E, and then after the S, we'd have another E. See? And we on the same length. Me and Sir Flame be on the same length when it comes to that. Because he just, so what he's talking about is one person in specific. But we'll put the rest of y'all in that category too. Because y'all ain't trying to do what we do. Oh yeah, Sir Flame. I don't think you was here the other day, but I found the we picked this up real quick, brother. The lake, we trying to get to this lake, man. It's called Rathbun. It's kind of a crazy name, huh? That's what it's called, Rathbun. It's in Iowa. Let me check it out if you're still there. Rathbun. And that was one of the biggest places which I don't know why D to the Bailey is not up in here. Um, because I gave Derek this information. He probably haven't looked at it yet. It looks like a nice. It looked like a nice place though, man. Rathbun, Rathbun, Rathbun Lake. It looks like a place we should be. We could be able to go there and chill, and not have no problems. And if there's a problem, we ain't got to worry about it. Cause all we gotta say, problem? It's a problem? No. You good? That's what I want. But hopefully y'all get up in here, man. I'm trying not to. Maybe we not gonna have that a show that lasts for 3-4 hours, but we'll get into it. I don't like wasting my breath, man. I don't know how many people come back and visit. All the people that come back and visit, they don't stop in at the show, man. I like them. They got to start stopping in. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Just looking at tragedies and stuff like that. Okay, what's the other part? So I got that one part over to. Hey, this is another thing, man. That. Oh yeah, I told you about how I listened to this broadcast where they had over in England or whatever, and they said it was July 25th. I told you that one. But yeah, they supposed to have this heat wave over there. They're supposed to have already took out like 40,000. Well, I'm like, oh, I can't believe that's hard for me to. I told a friend of mine, I said, that's something else. That's what I said. I said, it's something else. I said, there's no way. No. Yeah. People, that's just like them cows. 10,000 cows die. That's like, nah. Ain't that many cows dying like that. Ain't none of them went to the barn or nothing. They ain't lay down or nothing. Cause I see bulls and stuff, when they get hot and tired, they just lay down. They lay down and they just be breathing out, with that head moving and stuff. They got that. They be doing the little head bob to the side, with their mouth open. They be like, it's hot, but they built for it. It take a long time for that sun to heat up all that beef, man. All they gotta do is roll from one side to another. Because underneath them, it can't be that hot down there on the ground. The ground don't reflect that kind of heat like that. If you laying out in dirt, if anybody know, if you ever laid out like in the grass or something like that, grass or hay or something like that, that's not hot. Ground don't get hot like that. Now, asphalt, that shit gets so hot, it's bubbling and shit. That shit is hot. But regular, like ground, like grass and bushes and shit, that shit don't be hot. You can lay on some grass and you might sweat because of your own body, but if you lay on a high enough pile of grass, you're not feeling no heat. That's not where the heat's coming from. The heat's coming from wherever you're getting baked at, like the sun. The sun is baking you. Yeah, but it's got too much weird stuff going on, man. Kids are going crazy. You got teenagers, suffocating their little sisters and stuff like that. That's another piece of news. It's like, this shit is crazy. Why? That's that whole family. That's that whole, I'm not, you know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. That's what it is. That's that whole, I'm not going to follow in in the footsteps. I'm not going to follow in the footsteps. I'm not going to follow in the footsteps of my sister. I'm not gonna follow the footsteps of my not the, of my older brother. I'm not gonna follow in the footsteps of my grandmother, my grandfather. That's crazy, crazy. You got to follow in somebody's footsteps. It's just nuts, man. Let me see. Who we got? Who we got talking? So let's find this out, brother. Let's find out who we got talking. Okay. Okay. So Javante Davis is going in. Yeah, he's going in on Ryan Garcia like always. He has a point though. I don't know about. He's talking about the money. You know, we don't get interested in the money. But he's talking about how Ryan Garcia has like, he ain't getting paid. He getting low pay, and ain't nobody really watching him. And we have talked about this before. We talked about the fact that um, that Ryan Garcia was more of a, I think he's a Twitter or social media type of guy, but his people they're not following him. You know. Now, when it comes to shelling out that money, I think he had a free fight too, right? They don't want to get that money out. That's all it is. Hey, let me check this channel for y'all real quick. I'm checking it for myself, but I'm checking it for y'all also. I'm checking it for y'all also. Just let y'all know if it's going down. I don't know if you guys, if you guys are into that, like the track and field. Yeah, but track and field, the World Athletic Championships is on. So, if you guys want to check that out, are we doing? Which I'll probably have to check that out myself. Okay, so this one here. So today, I guess we got 15-20. We got the javelin, 5,000 women's. So women's javelin, women's 5,000 meters, women's javelin qualification A is 320. I guess PST. The women's 5,000 meters is 425. And the javelin for the B group, women's, is at 450. At 520, we got the 800-meter heats for men. So at 520, so make sure if you in the Midwest, it's 720. Y'all check that out if y'all like that. And then also we got the women's 400-meter hurdle semifinals. That's at 6:15. And at 6:30, we got the women's discus throw. 6:45, we got the women's 400 meters semifinals. At 7:15, got the men's 400 meters semifinals. And at 7:45, we got the women's 3,000 meter steeplechase final. Yeah, that's all we got today. It looks like up until 7:45, that's all we got. But that's some good action. A lot of women's stuff. We got two things for the men's 800 and 400 meters. Yeah. And this thing that's going on. And I was supposed to have been there. I'm going to make it, man. I was just thinking, man, I was never that far away, man. Never was that far away, man. It's only like a 2-hour flight. Maybe a 2-hour flight for me. That's not no time. I get on the plane for 2 hours. Shit, I'll be right there. Wow, a 2-hour flight. That's it. 2 hours. I don't like flying, but shit, even though I'm an eagle, I don't like flying, but that's a good deal, man. I'll make sure I get my ass up there next time. Sir Flame said, I ain't seen nobody yet. Y'all, sir, or Derek. Yeah, not today. I don't know where y'all. I ain't really worried about Derek that much. Derek on some bullshit right now. I'm thinking about the brother though. I'm thinking about y'all, sir, man, because that heat over there, man. Because it just came to my attention, man. I never really thought about it, but they said the majority of the residents over there, they don't have AC, man. Most of the places they don't come with AC because they don't get no warmer over there than probably 80. For the most part, they don't. They're mostly 70s and 60s. But their average temperature is probably like 60 something, maybe 65 degrees. I know. He said, yeah, right. That part right there. He said 2 hours ain't nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I moved close enough to I only got like a couple of hours, man. I could have been sitting my ass down there, man. I had some fun out there, man. I'll be sitting my ass right there. Talking about what? Let me tell you. Eagle that don't like to fly, yeah. It's not even the airplane. I don't like to fly because I can't be sitting back there with my knees all in my mouth. I got my legs are long, man. I got long ass legs, man. My legs be all in my legs be all in my mouth, man. Sitting in most of those classes, I got to go everywhere. I got to get my ass in first class, even if I don't want to. And plus the way I dress too, it's just too much. It's too much, man. I can't sit like this for 2 hours though. I gotta sit all like folded up. No, I don't want nobody touching me, brother. I don't want nobody touching me on the plane, man. Don't be touching on me, man. Get off me, man. I ain't mean, but I just don't want you breathing on me and touching me and shit. The seats is too close, man. You gotta ask for my permission to put your elbow on both of those little armrests. Because one person get 2 armrests, everybody else get 1. I gotta get 2. Because usually I'm going to sit by the window because people be brushing up on you too much, walking up and down the aisles to go to the bathroom and all that. That's like, no, I'll just sit by the window, man. I'll just sit by the window. That way I can take both armrests. Be all cramped up. F that. I'd rather just be in the first class where I can stretch out. I can have my clothes on properly. Have my big coat where I can fold it up. That's my pillow. I can just lay on that. Just lean forward, brother, and lay on that like. Shit. That's the only reason I don't like to shit. I love flying. Like flying. I love it. I don't like if I'm on a nice smooth flight, that's cool. What I don't like, I was on one of them big ass old school, I don't even know what they call it. 799. 797, I don't know what it was, man. Big ass plane where you got like, I don't know how many seats. You got like 8, I'm gonna say. So across in the middle, you got like 8 seats. See, most people ain't been on the plane that big. If you tell them that shit, it got 8 seats in the middle. I'm bullshit. Got 8 seats in the middle and 4 on each side. How much is that? That's 16. So 16 passengers just across the freaking plane. Military, that's the way they fly us around, them big ass planes. They don't even show nobody those planes. They ain't even at regular airports. You know what I mean? They don't storm, like they fly only from here, from the United States, like to take your ass overseas, And they put all y'all's ass on that big ass plane, man. Big ass, I feel good on that shit. You don't even know how that shit's flying. You like, how is this big ass 16-seater across? How is this shit flying? The shit wide as a bus is the length of a bus. It's that wide, wider than a house. And you like, what the hell? You like, this is a big ass plane. Just on there like, now that was cool riding on those. I just like people all up over me, But yeah, as far as like flying, I love to fly. Shit, that's what planes is made for. They made for flying. They ain't made for landing and staying on the ground. Shit, they made for being in the air. Just like a bird. A bird, is made for being in the air. Even though a bird has to land and sit in the nest and all that, but that's not what they made for. They made to be like what? They made to hit that air up. Just like us. We're made to stand, but we can't stand that long, but that's what we're made for. We're not made to be sitting down and laying down. We ain't really made for that. We made to be actually moving. And which is kind of crazy because I don't know if they had screwed us up so bad to where we have to sit down and we feel comfortable sitting down, but we were never supposed to be sitting down. They took so much of our energy away that we're sitting down now. We were never supposed to be sitting down. We was always supposed to be up doing some shit. We was always supposed to be up like working on something. That's another thing to think about. Don't be crying. Don't be dying laughing about Eagle. He said Eagle don't like the. He said Eagle that don't like to fly. Yeah. He said he got an AC in the car. Shit. I have the whole fam in the whip. Yeah. But that's a good thought too, brother. Because I think I remember being over there, and they didn't have AC in the vehicles. So I don't know if that's something that's a necessity even for the vehicles too. But you make a great point, because your point, that's my exact point too. I'll be like, man, F that. I'll be the same way that you. The same way that you saying that, I'll be the same way. Like, hell no, man, you get y'all's asses up in that. Y'all better get out in that car. We'll run that shit into that radiator pop. Be sitting up in there like, shit, we gonna blow this AC. And we take our ass back up in that house. But shit, that's the time when it's time to take your ass to the mall. So we're gonna take a family trip to the mall. Don't worry about it. We're gonna feed y'all everything. Y'all can look, but just don't touch nothing. We ain't buying nothing. We're gonna buy some food. Maybe go check out a movie or something like that. Shit, it'd be an 8-hour day with me and my kids and shit over at that over at that damn mall, kicking it shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. People here do that. Shit, I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to do that. I didn't even know what AC was. I don't think nobody had AC. I didn't know what no AC was. We used to, said you native. You sit your ass out there and suffer. We used to have fans, man. I don't know how it was when you was a youngster, when you was a little kid. But we had fans, brother. The coolest person or the house you want to be at is they had they had a few fans. Like they had 3 fans in the house or something like that. And they had that one where everybody be sitting up in the living room or in the kitchen. Probably the kitchen, because the kitchen didn't have all that. The kitchen had a cooler floor. Everybody sitting up in that kitchen with them chairs, sitting in the kitchen with that little, what they call it, the oscillator, that little fan that go back and forth, and everybody be sitting waiting for their turn, for that little bit of hot air to hit their face. You know what I mean? You sitting there waiting like, oh shit, here go the fans over there. Okay, they'll be back over here soon, and you be looking at it. That should be, you be transfixed on that bitch, looking at it like, okay, I should be getting my air now. It come back and forth. Yeah, but Ryan Garcia, yeah. I'm going to go with Tank. Tank said you a clown. He said you ain't getting paid no money. He said that you ain't number one. Not like that, but he's saying that he's number one. More or less what he's telling you, brother. He's telling you that you can't sell out. You can't sell out a family barbecue. He said you can't sell out a family barbecue if you was fighting in a closet. He said, get up out of here with that. He said he the A side. Now, what you got about that? Huh? What you know? That's all I can say about that, brother. Okay. I didn't even see that. Okay, they got the press conference coming up also. It looks like they got a PBC press conference coming up. Okay, that was bullshit. So the press conference has to be already over, and yesterday talking about Hawaii time. But Ruiz versus Ortiz press conference. So I don't know if y'all had already seen that. So y'all gotta check it out. Yeah, Ryan Garcia wants some money. He's trying to prove. Maybe he just decided, you know what? If Tank whooped my ass, he whooped my ass. I mean, that's gangster. That's gangster. I'm telling you, that's gangster. If that's true. But trust me, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that somebody really is a gangster like that, or somebody. I mean, because there's certain reasons sometimes why somebody would get in, in a situation. Sometimes you do stuff. People say, "Oh, you brave." No, it was I ain't brave. You think I want to do this shit? It's because your family. You got to do it. And sometimes people just do shit. It's not because they brave. It's because they're an idiot. And it's not because they just don't fear. Like they don't fear, or they don't understand what recompense is. They don't understand that. They don't understand that. Hey, you might walk out there brave, but once once this event happens, then all that bravery is going to totally 100,000% disappear. Yeah. There's some news here too, Sir Flame. I don't know if you know about this one. I don't know about this engine, but it sounds like a good engine, man. So we always all over the place. So y'all got to get used to that. So they got this engine. Toyota's supposed to have this new engine, man. You heard about this engine? It's a hydrogen engine, but it's supposed to displace a whole lot of power and be so small. It's only like, I think it's 12-pound engine, something like that. The 12-pound engine can put out like 300 like something horsepower. It's only 12 pounds. That's nothing, man. That's a bag of sugar and a couple of pounds of ground beef. That's it. Displacing that kind of energy, 300. And they said you could actually stack these engines. So instead of being like a, just like you do turbos, or like you can do turbos. Some people stack them, but most time you don't. But I don't know. People go crazy with them turbos sometimes. 4 turbos and shit. Come on, man. That's just. I know that shit sounds so wild. It sounds like a jet just winding down. Yeah, but check that motor out though. Check out the new Toyota hydrogen motor. Yeah, I know. I gotta find out more about this shit. Never know. I find somebody might be able to do a swap. But what kind of fuel? Do you make your own fuel? That's the whole thing. That's the only thing. Do you make your own fuel? I don't know who pumps out this hydrogen. But I know if it is hydrogen, I know that the byproduct is going to be nothing but air, a little bit of air and water. So that's not a bad thing. If that's all you got is air and water. So, air and water. Yeah, air and water byproduct is never something that's bad. And y'all got that. I guess all my people got to work today. Lala D, you screwed up the whole chat by having to work. And then Sir Flame, I know he got to work. I don't want to cause no pressure on anybody. I don't know. Maybe I got to do a later show or earlier show. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But Ryan, yeah, you ain't the A side. So calm your ass down because you're not the A side. I can't even really ask y'all who y'all got on these fights coming. It's not a big amount of fights, but yeah, we got fights coming up. Let's just see. We got Kalnakis coming up, but that's the next weekend. Danny Garcia's coming up next weekend. The only one we got is Gonzalez and Dogbo. I can't even remember if Dogbo won the last fight. I'll pick Saturday. Or I'll pick Friday. Got Garcia and Benavidez. That's, like I said, all this stuff is 30th. So this is one of these weekends. I guess you can just sit back and relax. Because it's not a lot. Paul coming up in August. We got Rahman coming up. Let me see. It's supposed to be somebody else. It's Danny. Nope. Usyk. Oh, that's the big fight. That's what it is. So Usyk and Joshua. And I put this information out before, man. Y'all better pay attention. Don't pay attention to me if you don't want to, but just check your neighborhoods and stuff out while everybody's worried about, you know, everybody's worried about these borders and shit. At the same time, they sneaking up all these communities right where you live at. They putting up all these communities. I got a bunch of them over here, man. Shit, where I live at is just like India, man. They got all these communities with just Indian people. They running all the stores and all that shit. All the liquor stores, all the little fast markets. They right there. So if I was y'all, don't worry about stuff so much. When it come to these borders and stuff, you worry about your neighborhood and the people that's there. Yeah. Why are we doing this? See, well, yeah, I didn't get quiet, man, because I'm seeing where y'all's at. Yeah, we probably get out of here today, so. But anyway, I'll be back Friday, so you guys usually have more time for this show on Fridays, and we'll cover the little bit of fights that's going on, and I don't know, whatever else we cover, I don't know. I'll try to come up with something. Got a special show coming up. Is it gonna be Friday? Nope. But we're gonna do the damn thing, man. Get it done. We're gonna get it done the way that we need to get it done, brother. You can best believe that, or you can just least believe it. Whatever you want to do, it's on you. It's on you. Yep, I know y'all here. I'm making too much noise. That's it. But anyway, I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. My shout out to all the real people that I see, and also my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is. Eagles Way of Boxing. This is Wednesday. For me, it's July 20th, 2022. I don't know about that 2050 stuff that they was reporting overseas, but hey, y'all know what it is, man. Anytime with me, regardless of what we say, it's nothing but blessings, baby. That's it. Nothing but blessings. Yeah. Come on. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.